Hello and welcome back to the Collectors Club. Welcome back to another unboxing on the channel. Today I got for myself a thing I wanted for ages. The Super Karakuri Beast Revolver Mammoth from Ninpu Sentai Hurricaneger, or also known the just Revolver Mammoth from Power Rangers Ninja Storm, the Zord of the Green Ranger, the Green Samurai Ranger. So I checked on and off eBay about 2 years now, and I didn't find anything that I wanted for the price, like quality wise. But I got a hit some days back. It took like 3 days from Italy to my place. I bought it here. There's no deal or anything, I'm just showing where I got it. It's Toy Hunters, as I said, from Italy. I live in Germany, it's EU, so it's easy. By the way, Alpha is the new guy in teleporter range. Perfect. There's the new guy. It's massive. Hi. I'm barely visible. It's sealed. It's from 2002, and I'm very happy to get it sealed. I don't mind used toys, but I have my quality standards. I want it as perfect as it can get. And yes, I want to save money because I'm not super duper rich. I have a lot of stuff in the background, yes, but I collect for over 30 years now. And with that time, you have a lot of things you can collect. You know, like always leaning over the box. Anyhow, I will show you quickly the box, and then we get into the thing what's inside, because I'm super hyped. I have it lying around the whole day. I had to work and it's like, I want to open it, but I also want to make a video to share this and document this for the channel. So yeah, always very fancy Japan boxes. As you can see, the whole thing in the front. I will tell you more about the history with this huge guy I had in the past, because I own technically two. I own a mini version of this, and the bottom plate is moving as well. Here is the nice side view. Oh, God damn it, Jesus, you weigh a ton. And here you can see what is possible if you have more. Here in the background, hidden by the box, is the rest of the Zords that I have so far that combines with this huge mammoth. So we will do that on camera as well. And here's the other side again. Here's the entire team, which is cool. I always love when they do such enormous carrier Zords. I love the carrier Zords. Not a thing anymore in Power Rangers or Sentai, as far as I know. But yeah, let's get this open and see what's inside. Well, this makes it a little bit easier. I'm still barely visible because of this enormous thing. So nicely wrapped, which also was in there, and this is kind of weird, is this. October is Rev It Up Ranger Month. Power Rangers Ninja Storm. Why is that in there? Supposed to be sealed. I assume they resealed it with foil and checked if everything's in there and just thrown that in. It seems to be stickers. I don't know. Because Ninja Storm came after Hurricaneger? That's odd, honestly. Also, a thing you have to deal with old toys is stickers. Like stickers for the toys. Everything's sealed, as you can see. So here's a part which is the trunk. Here's another part. Little small pieces. Got them in too much stuff and too less space here. So little baggies. Also Karakuri balls, or power spheres, I think they call it in Ninja Storm. These are transparent and have one color. When you buy the individual Zords, like that big guy here in the back, I don't know if he's visible, I will get him in the front a bit. The Ninja Storm Megazord had a ball in the chest, and the other Zord, they had their weapons summoning in these spheres. So let's unwrap this. So this is the first downer, even for a technically new toy. This is from 2002, so it's 23 years old at this time of the recording. We have 2025 now, and our parts broken off. I will see where they are broken off. I might be able to glue it. So here are some on the side, which is, yeah, a really big downer. But I will get the other stuff out and have them assembled. There's stuff also here in the trunk. So give me a sec. So I'm done with applying all the missing parts. So we have this front lash here, the trunk, the tusks, and here are doors on the back, which I can show you. Heavy, hard to handle with this limited space here, as you can see. So this is closed, this was open. You can flap these like so. And you have doors basically. So there's a Zord that goes in here. I will show that in a moment. I also found the part that broken off. So here's a cap. Here's something that closes this black part off. That's on both sides, and on this side it broken. Come on. Here. Okay, happens. I will try to glue this and be back in a moment and show you some other things, like where these go, and show you Ultra Zord technically. And also, this is motorized, so this drives on the ground, but here's so less space that's not working. I will show that in a separate thing in post. I will edit that in, I guess, as I mostly do. One thing I can try to show with hoping nothing goes broke. Let's see. Okay, here should be good. When I do it, it shouldn't. So you have this, and normally when you open, there's like more than one in there. No, there's none. Nope. That sounded better. So if it drives, it shoots these balls, and on this end, it's hard to handle because, as I said, it's huge. And here's where you open this up. It comes on. So I think standing up, you don't see me in frame, but I'm not important. So you technically slot this in here. Then there's none in there. Boom. So you can load the entire Mammoth with all these balls, and then you close that off. And as I said, it's motorized, so you could have it driving, shoot these, use that manually. Here are multiple buttons for that, but as I said, limited space on the desk. If I do that, I break more than just this little part. So give me a moment and see if I can fix it. Okay, I'm back, and I lost some nerves. This was not easy, as gluing always is not easy. So it shattered in some really small pieces, but I managed to repair it. Here, if you can see that. I will zoom in post, but so from the far it's not visible. If you look closer, you see some cracks, but I'm fine. It's, as I said, it's an old toy, that can happen. I have stuff in the background that is old like this and older like this, and there's stuff breaking off because plastic gets brittle over time. My red Battlezord from Zeo, like yaYsPllw there, there. On top, the arms normally go straight like that, but there are clamps inside of the arms that hold those up, and they're brittle and broken. They're like boop. So that's not an option. If he wouldn't be on top of Pyramidas in Ultrazord mode, the arms would be like constantly down. I tried to glue that multiple times, but those parts, that doesn't work. I will see if I can get one, well, half broken or cheap one on eBay and replace that part, or parts in that regard. I also forgot to mention, I put on the stickers here on the barrel. I cannot read Japanese, but I seen on the box there was like, if you go with, where is it? Nope. This one with the green samurai symbol. So that one was number 12. I looked in the box where that belongs, and there are stickers applied. So there's a red one. So there's the 11, which was green, goes below, and then you stick that one, and then the next, and the next. So it was numberized on the manual. The numbers are in numbers. What the hell? Okay, Mothra is visiting me up there. I'll deal with that later. Where's my blaster? Just in case. Just kidding. I will deal with the moth later. Anyhows. I don't click well with elephants, mammoth, I guess. I have a elephant from Wild Force. I bought that new on eBay. I had it 10 minutes and I dropped it and I broke off a leg. Same deal here. It's a lag technically, but I glued that as well. So, as I said, microphone, be careful, don't hit it. So, this is the mini version. I didn't even know before I got this that this is possible, that this exists. So, I seen it on eBay years back, new, sealed. At the time, this was cheap, technically cheap. It was around 250 or so. I don't know. I paid more for this. I won't tell what because it's expensive. And so, you can look up eBay and see the prices if you want to. So, anyhows, my wife said, "You want something for our anniversary? What is it?" I'm like, "I would like that one." And she's like, "Okay, it's expensive, but fine. I love you. Get that." So we ordered this on eBay. Had to go through customs and all and drive a while to pick it up because they're like, "Oh, there's papers missing and such." I'm like, "That's a small box." I opened it up and like, that's not the real thing. It's way too small. Well, sending it back would be more trouble, so I kept it. Like roughly 10 years later, I have the real deal, the deluxe version. And to be fair, if you have no idea what you're looking for, or just a little bit of an idea, the Revolver Mammoth is a pain because there are people, I think they don't know better, they are claiming this is deluxe and selling this as deluxe, but that's not the case. And even the boxes look so similar power-wise. It's crazy. Anyhow, you can see really small, really big. I hope this fits on the shelf as I hope and intended to. Like, yeah, 3D's annoying. There somewhere. At that point, there's the space. There he will go. You will see this one in the new room tour coming up in December. We're having October. No, October. Do we have November? Jesus, we have November already. And speaking of huge, heavy things, so luckily this has a door. So he has to go in here. And there's a black what is it called? I don't know the English term. So there's a bar or something like that in there. I think, yeah, a bar would be proper, like a round bar, which mounts to the Zord. And so when it's in Ultra Zord mode, so that when this moves, that the whole thing moves, technically. Is the stars off? Or are they off? Or because of the thing? Yeah. Wait a sec. Ay ay ay! Ay 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 ay! Oh God, is this? Jesus, this is heavy. Holy cow! This was heavy before, but now? Where do you go? You go in here now. For now. And I have to figure that out off camera. Put you down. So there's a way that you can. But this is the Hurricane Ultra Zord? I don't know. The Ninja Storm Ultra Zord? It's huge. I love huge, massive things. As I said, I would like to have more carriers in the shows and such. I mean, Power Rangers is on ice for now as well. But this is... I like this. There are some carriers I own. As you can see, there's the original Ultra Zord. There's Thor in the background, roughly visible. Hermitis. There's from Turbo or Tiltron. Way off there. Which you are not seeing because the camera is not far out enough. There's the Zenith Shark, and that's one of the Zords, which is actually give me a sec. Am I here? No, there. Which is actually one of the Zords, which is not a deluxe carrier Zord. There is none other. They said at some point these things are not selling, so we're making them a bit smaller because of production and such. Mouth rub? Piss off. Sorry. Jesus. Is that the moth or is that the a wasp? I'm not sure. I think it's a wasp. Or a moth. Where are you coming from? Must be a moth that's trying to hit the lights. Holy cow. Sorry for the distraction. But I'm very happy that I got this. Okay, it got shattered. As I said, that happens. It was very well wrapped, very well protected. So, as I said, because of the age, there are some carrier Zords I still don't have. I mean, SPD has the command center. I have that, and it's hard. I'm hard to see here, but there's a lot of stuff I like to own. The Brachio is one of these things. It's like he's too small as well. If they had a Brachio or the Zenith Shark in a bigger size to fit the original, like the deluxe Zords in there, the would-be size was like the Mammoth here. And I think a lot of people, even back in the day, didn't want to spend money on buying this huge thing. I don't know what this cost originally in Japan. I assume maybe 50 bucks converted to our currency. Nowadays, you can spend a little fortune on this one. So, side view again for you guys. As I said, I will try out the motorized feature when I have him on the ground, on the floor. We'll make a little clip, put that here in post. We'll see where I will put that in, maybe twice, that you have something to watch at. And yeah, let's try to give you a little rear view. As I said, this thing is massive. It's in person is way more impressive than on the video, believe me. So if you're a collector, if you like Power Rangers, if you like Ninja Storm and you don't have it, try to get it. And that's one of my grails. And it's one of the, if not the, well, to this day, I think it's the most expensive Zord I ever bought. I could include the Builder Megazord from Franhome, but that's like a model kit. When we're talking like deluxe Zords, this is the most expensive one I've ever had. I bought Pyramidas for like a bit. As I said, I don't want to throw any numbers here in the room, but yeah. This is a great piece, a great collector's item. It will go on a shelf after testing it out on the floor, and then, as I said, room tour is coming. There's always stuff coming. Anyways, I'm blabbing too much as always. I hope you enjoyed this different unboxing. It was kind of all over the place again. So if you enjoyed this, why not sub to the channel if you don't have already? Helps me out a bunch. It's free. Like, share, comment, all that good stuff, and we see us next time in the Collectors Club, and I unbox new stuff.